Last year, we're really proud to have Congressman Michaud and Senator King here. We haven't had two better champions for making things in Maine than these two gentlemen here, so we're really proud to have you. Congressman?
Thank you very much, Matt. First of all, I want to thank New Balance and everyone here for all the hard work you're doing providing jobs for people here in the state of Maine. I know between your three facilities, you have between 800 to 900 jobs. I really appreciate that, and hopefully we know we got the Senator King's help, the Department of Defense and the President focusing on New Balance, and hopefully they'll issue that contract, and that New Balance will get the contract, and hopefully all 200 jobs will be here in the state of Maine as well. And I do want to thank Senator King before I get on to the endorsement. I want to thank him for all his hard work on New Balance. I know when the Senator first got elected, he and I talked about the issues I've been working on, and I was telling him about New Balance, about the TPP trade deal as far as the Berry Amendment, and without a hesitation, Angus jumped on board that and said anything he can do to keep jobs here in the state of Maine, grow jobs here in the state of Maine. He jumped right on board, so I really appreciate what you've been doing there, Senator, and it will make a difference here in the state of Maine. Already has made a difference as well. And I'm pleased to be here with the Senator. I want to also thank the Senator for his endorsement for my campaign for governor, where actually the momentum's just amazing. No matter where I go, I was up in over in Calais yesterday morning and worked my way up to Fort Kent, and it was in Madawaska at 4:30 this morning doing the Millgate up there, and there's a lot of enthusiasm and excitement and throughout the whole state of Maine. So the momentum's coming our way. I appreciate it. There's a little over 24 hours left between now and when the polls close on tomorrow night. So I'm very excited about this race for governor, because Maine definitely needs a new governor. And as I said right along, people in the state of Maine are tired of the partisanship, the divisiveness, and the failed policies under this administration. And as governor, I laid out a plan on how we're going to move Maine forward in a very positive direction, building upon our strengths with small business, making Maine the food basket in New England, with clean renewable energy, and being able to work across the aisle to get things done. All too often, when you look at the partisanship that's happened under this administration, Maine has fallen behind. And as governor, it's my goal to actually get Maine off the 50th list, as Forbes list, as the worst place to do business in for business. So we got a lot of work to do. I'm anxious to doing that, so I'd ask for the voter support. And once again, Senator, I want to thank you very much for your endorsement to this campaign. I think it's going to put us over that edge come 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and look forward to working with you as governor of the state of Maine, as you as United States Senator. And as you know from our previous working relationship when I was in the legislature and you as the chief executive, we were able to get a lot of things done here in the state of Maine, so I will definitely be knocking on your doors as governor to make sure that we get whatever we can from the federal government as far as federal policy and federal resources. So once again, I want to thank you very much for this endorsement. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Congratulations. First, I got to give you a photo up right here. Let's see. I got to tell you something about Mike Michaud. Last week I called him to tell him that I was planning to endorse it. And he thanked me and was appreciative. But without a moment's hesitation, he immediately said, and by the way, I want to tell you that I'm working on this amendment that we need to do in the House in order to match the Senate amendment that you and Susan Collins got to help us with a program working in Maine. In other words, we did politics for 30 seconds, and then we were doing policy. And that's what Mike Michaud is all about. He is the most tenacious advocate for Maine I've ever met. We started talking about New Balance and this trade bill that would be so disastrous for this company and rob American jobs the first time I started talking about running for the Senate. When I was in meetings with Mike in Washington and up here, it was the first thing he wanted to talk about, and the Berry Amendment, which is the law that says that the federal government for our troops is supposed to be buying American-made products and for some reason, they don't think shoes count, and we finally seems to have that on the move, but it's almost entirely, I'll take a little bit of credit, but Mike has been the spark plug on this. Tenacious is a polite way to put it. Other people would put it another way, that you just don't let go. He's a bulldog on behalf of Maine. And that's a pretty good quality to have in a leader. And it's a very good quality to have in a governor. And I think Mike will be a great governor. I think he will lead this state, and I look forward to working with him. So I'm honored to be here. I'm delighted to always be here with Matt and the people from New Balance, because they're doing the right thing. They're making products here in America. And my big project over the next year, along with Senator Collins, is going to be sure that we don't make a trade deal that prejudices their ability to continue to maintain these jobs here in Maine and other parts of the United States. So I'm delighted to be here to support Mike. I think he's the right guy. And I mean, there's no denying that I endorsed Elliot Cutler last summer. I think he's a terrific guy. I think he's very smart. I think he would have made a good governor. But it became apparent last week that he didn't have the votes and that he didn't have the support. And so the people who have supported him, as I did, really have a decision to make as to whether or not they want to cast what amounts to a protest vote, or whether they want to cast a vote that will make a difference in the outcome of this election. For myself, I decided for the latter, and that's why I'm here to support today an old friend and colleague, Mike Michaud, who I think will be a great governor of the state of Maine. Thank you.
We're going to go on a tour upstairs, which I believe the press is welcome to come on. Are there any questions before we go upstairs?
Mike, where are your New Balance sneakers?
Well, actually, I was going to wear them. They're actually in the vehicles out in the county, so I do have 2 New Balance sneakers in my other vehicle.
I've got a pair that says Senator King on the back, but I put duct tape over it before the election.
And besides, I didn't want to upstage a senator. So it's just